Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. What are we making today?
What are they called? Baked apple cider donuts.
Yes, that sounds easy enough. Are we being serious or are you just f***ing with me?
Start by reducing your apple cider on the stove. Heat this on low for at least 20 minutes, occasionally checking on it to make sure it doesn't reduce too much. You want a nice dark brown color here. In a bowl, add flour, cinnamon powder, baking powder, and whisk until combined. In another bowl, add your granulated sugar, dark brown sugar, milk, vanilla extract, 1 room temperature egg, and your melted butter. Now give it a good whisking and whisk until combined. Now add your buttery sugar to your dry ingredients and your apple cider reduction. If you can't find apple cider, we used apple juice. Seems like it did the trick, so you could try that. Whisk by hand again, making sure no clumps are formed. This is a no lump club. Lump free, baby! Add your donut batter to a piping bag. If you don't have one, you can skip this step. Prep your donut pans by spraying non-stick baking spray to it. Now pipe the donut batter into the molds. If you don't have a piping bag, use a ladle or a spoon and scoop them into the molds. Should get the job done. Now bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 or 11 minutes, just until lightly browned. Allow your donuts to cool on a cooling rack. If you don't have a cooling rack, you can use a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Or just put some parchment paper down on your work surface. Same thing. As you see above, Heather had a little bit of trouble getting the donuts out of the molds. Even though we sprayed it with non-stick baking spray, they still stuck. Now let's see if she can get out of this sticky situation. Well, looks like she brought out a knife to make this a fair fight. To make your cinnamon sugar mixture, add your cinnamon and sugar to a bowl and whisk. When that's done, melt some butter in a bowl and get ready to start assembling. The first method that Heather used here was to dunk the donut in the melted butter on both sides, then transferring to the cinnamon sugar and making sure each side is well coated. As you see, Heather was extra and wanted to use chopsticks. Those definitely did work, but you can also use a set of tongs or anything that you can to flip it over. The second method that Heather used was to brush the melted butter onto both sides of the donut, then transferring the donut to the cinnamon sugar, flipping to make sure each side is well coated with cinnamon sugar. And that's how you make baked apple cider donuts. Perfect for the fall. They were really freaking good.